Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Paul George.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge. Standing.
Thank you, Kevin.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows. Thank you. And New Year's Day, Greg, a time to turn the page and look ahead.
And hopefully to better days. A time for renewed hope and renewed commitments, and everybody's an optimist on the first of the year.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Plumlee, Lowry out there with Paul George. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Gordon in at the power forward. And for San Antonio, they've got Hield. Julius Randle is out there with Brown. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Brogdon in at the point. Bucket is good.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Now, here's Brogdon. Up top, Randle, defended by Gordon. Nurkic trying to get open. Randle with the bucket.
The brutal strength of Randle, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, a lot of people think that separation still exists. Not myself. I want to see what happens in this first game before I make that call.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Down low. George, no good. Brown against DeRozan, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And for everything he provides on offense, Chris, Brown's defense is just as impactful.
Kevin, strong, tough, quick twitch athleticism. He plays with tremendous pride. And for Brown, it's about consistently improving. We've seen flashes from him, but now it's time for him to meet expectations.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Nurkic against Plumlee. Outside, George. Over Hield. A nice shot by George.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Brogdon finds Hield. Brown with the bounce pass. Nurkic the pass to Brogdon. The kick out to Brown. That one's good from the corner.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Suns. DeRozan against Brown. Unloads from 13. DeRozan's shot is off. Now Brogdon. This game he had 28 points. Pass to Brown. From deep three-point range. The Lakers with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Now, here's DeRozan. This game out 36 points for him.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Randle outside. To the paint. Stolen by Gordon. DeRozan on the wing. He's defended by Randle. DeRozan. Randle grabs the board. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Spurs. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Well, it's just a reminder that nothing comes easy in the NBA. I don't care who you're facing. You're not going to win if you're not at your best.
And the confidence Brogdon has in himself, it's infectious. Skilled at recognizing when to let it go.
Passes it to Plumlee. Back to Lowry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Now here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
I love seeing him shoot the three ball. He's a high percentage scorer for me at firing fees.
DeRozan with it. Outside Lowry. And the pass to Gordon. And Plumlee kicks to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Nurkic. DeRozan's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game. Forcing a few shots. Not letting the game come to him naturally.
Inside. And finished off by Brown.
What an athletic play from Brown. Showing off his mad hops on his jam.
So the Lakers call timeout. Their first. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, you know, the ball was lacking. You know, things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Plumlee. Robert Covington comes in for Aaron Gordon. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now, here's George. He's coming off a 34-point game against Toronto.
And they kept fouling him. I mean, it only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
There's something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur, the ability to draw fouls and get to the line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And Brown drops them both. Lakers trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. DeMar DeRozan on top. And, of course, Jaylen Brown.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. I mean, to make the list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Here's Mann. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. Pass to Monk. No good on that one. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's Beverly. Howard trying to free himself up. Oh, that's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Brown's got the ball. The shot's good from Monk.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Lakers trail by 7. Now here's Rondo, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. George, that's a 2-pointer. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Mann. He's covered by Rondo. To the middle, here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here is Howard, following the bucket by the Spurs. And here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first quarter. Now Monk. Olynyk high post. Covington's there. Rondo with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. George with no one around. That three off the mark. Spurs leading by 9.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Now here's Brown. 10 points for him. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And the slick pass from George set that up well. He has such a natural instinct for where to send the ball.
And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Lakers trail by 9. George dishes to Howard. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Beverly, the pass to Covington. Lakers passing it around. Here's George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Solid play there for PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the end one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Monk, the pass to man. Pass to McLaughlin. Monk for 3. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And you see this so often. League wide. Ended the period with a 3-point attempt.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the San Antonio Spurs. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. Well, Rajon Rondo winning titles in Boston and Los Angeles, and he expressed the difference winning titles then and now in the later stages of his career.
My son witnessed the opportunity of me winning at a later age in my career. I won when I was 21, but coming full circle many, many moons later, you know, my son's 9 now at the time, so he was able to witness me win a championship, and that's probably the greatest feeling I've ever had in basketball.
I can understand being able to share those special moments with the ones you love.
And that's what it's all about. And for Rondo, who knows? Maybe someday we'll win even more as a coach.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Robert Covington out there with Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's George in at the small forward. Count it.
Well, that's pretty nice work there as a roll man. Olynyk executing to perfection.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Rondo kicks to George. George double teamed. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Now you look at Randall. He's pulled in a lot of votes. Nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Los Angeles making a switch here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Howard. Aaron Gordon comes in for Robert Covington. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Lowry, following the basket by Julius Randle. Lowry with the ball. Randle grabs the board.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Count the basket. Randle's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Left side Lowry. And the Lakers with another miss. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. No one near Randle as he lets it go. And the Spurs scoring again. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather hold his team.
Now here's Randle, and the layup's good off the glass. Randle's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Now, here's Beverly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest. Plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Both free throws good from Beverly. So it's the Spurs now. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Brogdon, here we go. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lowry against Nurkic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passion in the first half has been outstanding.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Now here's DeRozan. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
DeRozan's hard to handle when he's scoring inside. The D doesn't know who to put on.
Passes it to McLaughlin. And there's the pass to Hield. Shot clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Jaylen Brown checked in for the Spurs. Just 4 to shoot. Nurkic, a rebound by the Lakers.
He's not about to get dunked on. The last line of defense coming up big.
You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
It's stolen by Brown. Randall no good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 17-point game. Lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got his second basket.
You know, this guy just brings such heart and passion to the court. Lowry just doesn't let a little contact stop him from scoring.
They get the rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on DeRozan. San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Wow, the toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Robert Covington comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's George in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here is George. He's got 9. Takes it inside. Shoots over Brown. And it's George missing. Spurs leading by 17. Now here's Hield. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Nurkic finds Brogdon. And it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. PG, a nightmare for opponents.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here is Brogdon. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Brown now atop the key. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
It's amazing how far Randall has come. I mean, from a role player to budding star, and he's not done yet.
Now here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. Pass to George. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring display.
Oh!
Nice. Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Lowry passes to Gordon. It's George on the wing. He's got 9. No coverage that time.
The assist.
And that's 11 points for George.
His shooting has been a bright spot for him. Otherwise, they struggle as a whole.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics. But at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Brown. He's got 12. 1 for 3. Rondo with the rebound. Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Monk. Left side, Brown. And Brown throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And George gets it to go.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Brown. Monk with the bounce pass. Hayes trying to break free. And it's Brown missing.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
Gordon off the left rim and out.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
Off the inbound. And that one released in time, but no good. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Spurs up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. A stellar first half for Julius Randle. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
There was no shortage of dives on this team. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control.
And Shaq, what you think about the Lakers?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
They've got Julius Randle. Buddy Hield is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Nurkic in at the center. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Brown outside. Randle from outside. Plumlee with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Lowry against Brogdon. Plumlee trying to break loose. And the shot goes down. Lowry's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brown outside. Nurkic in the post. Working on Plumlee. Now here's Hield. He's guarded by Plumlee. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
The pass to Plumlee. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Randle. Nurkic trying to get open. And there's Randle on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists now tonight. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Shot from 12. DeRozan's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 15. Now Brogdon. 6 points for him. Hield finds Nurkic. The kick out to Brown. Over George. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Spurs have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. San Antonio making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in. And Brown drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called the Lakers. And you look at the pathway to the NBA for young players, Chris, opportunities now to go pro at 16, 17 years of age. The landscape is certainly changing, isn't it?
Well, the NBA said they're going to take an active role, making sure these teams get the best coaching, training, and learning. And overall, I see more promise than problems.
George against Brown. George dishes to Plumlee. He gets it in there.
Mason Plumlee.
Spurs leading by 15. Feeds it to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Outside, George. Outside, DeRozan. San Antonio with the rebound. Brogdon looking it over. To the inside. Stolen by George. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Misses off the right iron. Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Lowry against Brogdon. To the paint. It's tipped. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's Brown missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Here's DeRozan. And the shot is long.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Brown outside. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Randall. Nurkic trying to get open. Randall no good. Lakers trail by 17. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Drained for 2 points. DeRozan's got 10.
And the offensive energy of DeRozan won him that shot. He never stops working the floor, looking for those opportunities.
Brogdon the pass to Brown. And the rejection by Lowry. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Spurs. The lead is 15. Brown against George. Brogdon inside the line. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. Lakers shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate. He leads by example and always vocal. Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, no question. It takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
San Antonio calls timeout. When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero, the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
And the Lakers making a change here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Plumlee. Robert Covington comes in for Aaron Gordon. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
From deep, George. Rebound, San Antonio. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Monk kicks to Brown. George with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Misses the jumper. And they can't get anything on the break. Man passes to Brown. And it's the Lakers on the break. Rondo's running. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Lakers ball.
And it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Last touch by Olynyk.
Los Angeles ball.
Here's George.
You love the heart that Brown plays with on D. Always doing his best to disrupt you. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Now, here's Monk. Defended by Beverly. Inside. And it's sent back by George. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Rondo. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Spurs leading by 13. To stop the drought, and the dunk by Brown.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he's so dangerous in the two-man game.
1:33 left in the third quarter. George with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Mann. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, you love the movement. I mean, Brown just zipping these passes over quickly.
Howard dishes to Rondo. Oh, Covington in position. That shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Want to see how efficient the offense is running? A great stat to look at is points off assist, and they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And how about their post play? I mean, they're getting good offensive execution on the low block.
And he nails the third.
There's no question. Monk's ceiling is high. He needs to keep working on becoming a more efficient scorer and a well-rounded player.
Rondo with the ball. Now, here's Howard. The dish to George. Clock at 6. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Beverly. The second chance effort. And they recover it. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And here is Monk. He's got 7. Passes to Lee. Now here's Hield. Puts it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hield's got 5. And so it's San Antonio sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is, taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Howard is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Brogdon outside. The pass to Hield. Puts up a 3. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 6 assists in the game. Hield's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Beverly, the pass to Howard. We always have some tweaks to the rules every season, Chris. What do you think the league should focus on now when it comes to the next changes?
You know, I would hope the league would address the boardroom. I hope they would address the ownership. I hope they would address management. Hopefully, the league can start to look like the makeup of the players that it employs when you talk about ownership and things of that nature.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Howard. Olynyk with the steal. Brogdon kicks to Olynyk and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Dwight Howard.
That's on Dwight Howard. If Olynyk gets you in a bad spot when you're on him, he'll never let you off the hook.
And that one falls for Olynyk. Randall's checked in for Hayes. And then for Los Angeles, Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Robert Covington. DeRozan comes in for Patrick Beverley, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Rajon Rondo. Outside Lowry. Dishes it to Gordon. Howard trying to free himself up. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. That free throw good from Gordon.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player. And it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Down low. Here's Hield. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Lowry passes to Plumlee. Outside DeRozan. The game now requires so much movement. Big men have to cover a lot more ground. We know that. On the perimeter, Chris. Does that add some strain physically?
Yeah, I mean maybe, who knows, but it's less bumps and bruises, which to me was more wear and tear. So I think every case is different. I don't think we put a blanket statement over that, but you have to have some skill set today. Get out and run, regardless of different positions.
San Antonio making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
Three-pointer, Hield. Doesn't go that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Brogdon. And the shot is good.
No doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Pass to Plumlee. Back to George. Lob pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there. And that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
To the middle. Here's Randall. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Randall's got 21 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
They get a hand on it. The Lakers with the ball.
Yo, take Lowry.
Here's Lowry. Kicks to George. 5 to shoot. Over Hield. That's tipped.
Wonderful defense from Hield right there. Gotta like seeing how he positions himself to get these blocks.
Brown is checked in for the Spurs.
Jaylen Brown.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Now Brogdon. Starting with the 2021 season, the G League welcomed the Ignite team. Few top prospects to join it. Skip college. Chris, how do you like that?
You know, I think it's great. I mean, getting 17, 18-year-olds into cold ball, you really know that's where they want to end up. The grueling schedule is a huge adjustment. The physical aspect, eating right, working out, time management. I think it's a great step to help you prepare for this tough league called.
Here's Lowry, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And try and name a 6-footer who likes to operate inside more than Lowry. He is a beast.
Right wing. Randall kicks to Brogdon. Here's Brown. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
When you allow good scores to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Brown, no good on the free throw. Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. George, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Brown. Gordon against Randall. And then Randall.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Passes it to Plumlee. Shot from 12. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brogdon against Lowry. The pass to Hield beyond the arc. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Gordon. He kicks it to Lowry. The rebound by Brogdon.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
He can go inside, he can shoot it, he can dominate on the fast break. And tonight, Brown is doing it all.
Hield against DeRozan. It's stolen by Randall. Brown drives in. The layup off target. The Lakers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Yeah, we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and all my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now. Thanks, man.
Just 3 to shoot. A fader. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. San Antonio making a switch here. Monk's checked in. The Spurs have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Down low. Gasol with the steal.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
The blinding speed of Caldwell Pope is virtually impossible to match up with in transition. He just gets down the floor so incredibly quick.
In the corner, it's Monk. Pass to McLaughlin. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Lee against Caldwell Pope. Monk, no one around him. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's Rondo. Got a piece of it. And finished off by Gasol.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in mid. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Julius Randle.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
The feed to Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Passes to McLaughlin. Here's Monk. Takes the three. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Rondo passes to Gasol. Now Thibault. The baseline J. Gasol no good. Here's McLaughlin. Fires from the wing. Off the mark. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.